Your table needs wiping, sir. Allow me.
Very impressive, very impressive.
Hey, that's why I make the big bucks. Man, I'm really gonna miss this job.
Oh, yeah, I heard you applied to a new school or something.
Yeah, it's what they call an alternative school. I think that's their way of saying it's for losers.
What do you mean? You're no loser.
Yeah, well, I was sure headed that way. All of a sudden, going back to school seems like the best idea I've ever had.
Never thought I'd hear you say that.
Yeah, well, I guess I've changed my mind about a few things.
When do you find out if you're accepted?
A couple days. Keep your fingers crossed.
Yeah, you bet.
So, how's football going?
Really good.
Yeah?
I mean, it's a little tougher than I thought. Actually, it's a lot tougher than I thought. When I first joined the team and they said I could play quarterback, I thought it was great.
You don't want to be quarterback?
Well, sure, but as it turns out, I'm third string, which means I spend most of my time being a tackling dummy. Coach Williams has this thing about football players being tough, so I get to spend most of practice getting jumped up and down on.
Well, hey, I mean, things are bound to get better sooner or later, right?
Oh, sure. Maybe someday I'll make second string. Then I'll only get jumped on half the time. Look, I don't think I even want to talk about this. It's getting kind of late. Wonder where Loyal is.
Who's Loyal?
My new stepbrother.
Your new what?
Well, not quite my stepbrother yet. At least he's going to be my stepbrother when our parents get married this weekend.
Wow. I mean, I knew your dad was getting married, but not so soon.
Yeah, things have a way of happening before you know it. First the wedding, and then the big, happy family, all living together in one house.
So how do you feel? I mean, about having an instant brother and everything.
Well, it's kind of weird, I guess.
So what's Loyal like?
It's kind of like that.
Sorry I'm late.
No big deal.
Hi, you're Loyal.
Right.
So, you're gonna be living with Billy, huh? Well, good luck.
Russ, hi.
How's it going?
Never mind about me. So what did the doctor say?
Doctor? Oh, yeah. Nothing much.
Come on, he must have said something.
Not really. He couldn't find anything wrong. So I guess I'm okay.
That's great. So you're feeling better?
No, not really. But at least I know it's nothing to worry about. Just a flu bug or something. I'll be over it in a few more days.
Russ, you've been saying that for a couple weeks now.
Yeah, but you know how it is. Some bugs are stubborn little critters. A few more days, and I'll have this one squashed.
Brittany. Hi, how's it going?
Hi, what are you doing here?
Just hanging out.
Who's your friend?
Oh, he's not a friend. I mean, not really. He's more like a relative, sort of. At least he's going to be a relative. He's Loyal.
Well, that's nice.
No, I mean his name's Loyal. This is Brittany.
Hi.
Loyal, interesting name.
So I've been told a lot.
How's things going with the football team?
Well, actually...
It's going great. I mean, I won't be playing for a game or two. Not till I finish learning the offense. But the coach seems to like what he's seeing. Says I've got a pretty good arm.
Yeah, Billy can chuck a ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. As long as he's throwing downhill with a good tailwind.
Can't wait for the demonstration. Gotta run. Guess I'll see you later.
Yeah, you bet.
Hang on. Is she your girlfriend or something?
Well, not exactly. Still sort of friends, I guess.
Whoops. I guess I shouldn't have mentioned a tailwind, huh?
I bumped into Billy last night down at the mall. What a treat for you. He's telling me all about the football team. You know how well he's doing. Bragging. That sounds like Billy. I know a few of the guys on the team. I think he's forgotten about that.
Seems to me you know all the guys on the team. In fact, you seem to know every guy in the school.
Oh, not every guy. Just the interesting ones. Anyway, from what I hear, Billy's not exactly a superstar.
Trying to pass himself off as Mr. Quarterback. It's kind of pathetic, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. Mainly, I think he's just trying to impress me.
Oh, yeah?
Actually, I think it's all kind of sweet.
This is really good.
Oh, come on.
Do you write a lot of poetry?
Well, I don't know if I'd call it poetry. But yeah, I do quite a bit of writing. You know, sometimes I just put down what I'm thinking or feeling. It's not very good.
Well, I think it is. You know, you should really think about getting it published in the school paper.
Are you kidding? Everyone would see it.
That's the idea.
No way. It's really private. I've only shown it to a couple of friends.
Oh, yeah? So, does this mean I qualify?
Yeah, you qualify.
Great, because I'd like to read some more. Maybe you could bring some to school tomorrow.
I guess so. But you've got to promise not to show it to anyone.
I promise. Cross my heart.
Come on, we'd better get to school. Hi, Stacy. How's it going?
Oh, just fine, thanks.
Have you finished reading that book for English yet?
Not yet. I've been pretty busy lately. Hanging out with friends, that sort of thing.
Right. Well, we've still got a couple of days. See you around.
Yeah, you probably will. You busy?
No, not really. Why?
Oh, it's still 10 minutes to homeroom. So I just kind of felt like talking to someone.
Well, sure. So, what's in your mind?
Oh, nothing really. Nothing in particular. So, how's school going?
Pretty good. You?
Oh, same here. I guess you probably got plans for after school, huh?
No. Should I?
I just thought you and Dave might be doing something. I mean, since you're pretty good friends. Of course, I guess he's been spending a lot of time with Liz these days.
Not that I know of. In fact, I don't think they even know each other very well.
Oh, they look like they know each other pretty well to me.
Stace, is something bothering you?
Like what?
Like, I don't know, but how come you're so interested in what Dave's doing?
Don't be ridiculous. Dave and I hardly speak to each other anymore. So why should I care how he spends his time?
These are the notes I took in the library. And this is some stuff from a book I found at home. This is great. We'll get extra credit for using lots of sources. Well, it's about time I started doing my share of the work. Looks like you did your share and about half of mine, too. These are really good notes. Well, they should be. I was up half the night copying them down. I can't believe I just said that. Me, actually caring about homework. This better not be a habit for me. Why not? Afraid it'll ruin your reputation? Yeah, right. Listen, how are things at home? Fine. Really? We'd better get to class. But hang on. Maybe we could get together for lunch or something. What for? Well, to eat lunch, of course. Isn't that what people do at lunchtime? Look, if this is because you think I need someone to hold my hand and listen to my problems, I just thought we could eat lunch together. That's all. Yeah, well, maybe. You actually like grass hockey? Well, sure. Don't you? Are you kidding? When I found out we had to play in gym today, I thought about breaking my leg to avoid it. It's not so bad. You just don't move fast enough. You're in better shape than I am. Hey, maybe we could start jogging. I don't jog. Right. How about something else then? What is it with you? I'm starting to get the feeling that you've decided we should be friends or something. Well, why not? Because we're totally different people. Not that different. Yeah, right. We're just like twins. You're the hardworking student, and I don't do anything I don't want to. Besides, you're a nice guy, and I'm not. That's not true. Yeah? Then why don't you tell me what you think I'm like? No. Why don't you tell me? What are you really like? I'll tell you one thing. I'm not what everyone thinks I am. People always seem kind of scared of me, you know? Like they think I'm so tough or something. But I'm not. When you come right down to it, I'm not very tough at all. Then why don't you let people see that? Because maybe I don't want to. What are you afraid of? It's got nothing to do with being afraid. I'm just a private person, okay? What do you want me to do? Go around saying, everybody feels sorry for me because I don't get along with my mom and my dad hit me? That's not what I meant. Look, just forget I even mentioned it.
I'm telling you, I couldn't believe it. I mean, poor Roxanne.
Well, what did she say?
Well, I probably shouldn't tell you, since it was a private conversation and everything.
Come on, Jennifer.
Oh, she was totally broken up. Like practically sobbing.
Roxanne?
I couldn't believe it either. But it turns out her home life is really awful. Her dad even hits her.
You're kidding.
Then she started talking about how nobody understands her. Like she keeps acting so cool and so tough. But inside she's just a mess.
That's really lousy.
Yeah, it's totally terrible. And you can't tell anyone else.
Oh, absolutely.
It just wouldn't be fair to Roxanne.
Of course not.
Good.
Is there some mistake here, or are you actually doing homework?
Yes, I'm actually doing homework. I figured I'd give it a try, you know, showing up for the classes, doing the assignments. What are you doing?
I'm looking for the little probe. You know, when space aliens take over someone's body.
Yeah, well, it crossed my mind that failing the year was a pretty stupid way to prove that I don't care what anyone thinks. And I guess I kind of thought about what you said. You know, about no one's going to make things better for me, so I'd have to deal with them myself. So basically, thanks.
Come on. I didn't do anything.
Yes, you did. I mean, I didn't like it all that much at first, but then once I thought about it a little, Oh, listen to this. I'm starting to sound all soppy here, and I hate that.
I can hardly believe it either.
Roxanne is actually crying?
Sobbing her heart out.
Are you sure? I mean, I saw Roxanne just a few minutes ago. She looked fine to me.
Well, that's the whole point. She's feeling totally devastated inside, but she keeps putting on this act.
Are you sure? Who told you about all this anyway?
Jennifer, she saw the whole thing.
My sister? Come on, Brittany, consider the source.
Look, I know she exaggerates. A little, but no one could make up something like this. Not even Jennifer. She was right there, Jason. Roxanne was crying and talking about the way her father hits her. Roxanne.
Oh, boy.
I didn't see you standing there, or else I wouldn't have said anything.
Of course not. That would have meant saying something to my face, wouldn't it? And people like you would rather talk about other people behind their backs.
I was not talking about you behind your back.
Yeah, right.
And I was gonna tell you how sorry I was to hear about all your problems. But if that's the way you're gonna be, you just forget about it.
Oh, listen. I mean, is any of this true? Why don't you just mind your own business?
What was that all about? Rox and Brittany were having a fight or something.
Not exactly. Jennifer says she heard Roxanne telling someone how her father hit her.
Hit her?
Brittany was talking about it and Roxanne overheard.
Is this for real?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, according to my sister it is, but you can't always believe everything she says. Listen, did Roxanne ever mention anything like this to you? I mean, when you two were going out together?
Man, she never exactly said anything. I could tell something was really bugging her, though. But I never even bothered to ask. Boy, talk about being a total jerk.
At lunch, Liz and I were having a private conversation.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And you were eavesdropping, weren't you?
Oh, come on. Why would I do something like that?
And then you went and spread it all over the school.
Look, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, come off it. I'm not stupid. It's not hard to figure out who's been blabbing.
Look, it's not the way you think.
I bet. And what have you been saying? That I was crying my little eyes out because my daddy hit me?
I admit I couldn't help overhearing. And maybe I did mention that you had some kind of hassle with your father. I don't remember.
You've just blasted my private life all over the school. And you don't even remember? Right.
Look, I was only trying to help. I mean, I just thought your friends should know about it.
Let's get one thing straight. My business is my business, and other people keep their noses out of it. You got that?
If that's the way you want it, fine. From now on, I'll just pretend you don't even exist, all right?
How'd you like to drink to that?
Listen, I heard about, the hassles you've been having at home.
I'm sure you have. Just like everyone else in the school.
I guess Jennifer did a pretty good job of that.
Yeah. It feels really great knowing everyone's talking behind my back. At least everyone has something to laugh about now.
Nobody's laughing, Rox. Everybody's just saying that it's...
Yeah? So what are they saying?
that it's really lousy. Everybody feels really bad for you. Same way I feel. And the worst part is, all the time we were going out together, I knew that you were upset about something, but I never even bothered to ask. Sometimes I can be such a considerate guy. Anyhow, just hang in there, I guess. I really hope it all works out for you.
What are you doing here so late?
I'm just getting a little help with my math. You?
At the library. I was just leaving.
Well, listen, maybe you feel like doing something?
Actually, there's some things I have to do downtown.
Well, then maybe I could come with you.
Well, the stuff I'm doing, it isn't really all that interesting.
Well, sure, no problem. I mean, if you don't want me hanging around, then just say so.
Just hang on. The fact is, I'm not really going downtown. I have another doctor's appointment.
Another appointment? Like, well, is something wrong?
That's why I don't tell people these things. Because everyone just gets all upset for no reason.
So, well, what's the story?
It's nothing much. The doctor couldn't find anything wrong the first time I went. But since I'm feeling lousy again, he's decided to send me to a specialist.
Sounds kind of serious.
It's not. They just want to double check, that's all. And I'd kind of appreciate it if you'd keep this to yourself. Otherwise, I'm going to have everyone trying to check my temperature every 5 minutes. The way my mom does.
Well, sure, if that's what you want.
Can you believe it? I mean, I did everything I could to try to help her. and she turns around and dumps a drink on my head.
You make it sound like you tried to carry her out of a burning building or something.
I think she needs professional help. I really do. I mean, you don't run around abusing people.
You are the one that started all the gossip.
You should talk, Brittany.
I only told a couple of people. Hi, Bill. How was practice?
Great. Yeah. See you later.
Are you sure he joined the football team just to impress you? It doesn't look to me as if he cares what you think.
Oh, really? Watch this. Saw you in uniform today. Really suited you. No pun intended.
Thanks.
I was just telling Jennifer about that new teen nightclub that's opening up this weekend. I thought I might like to go on Saturday.
Well, hey, have a good time.
Of course, the question is, who am I supposed to go with?
You mean nobody's asked you?
Not yet, so I guess I'm still waiting.
Well, listen, you feel like maybe going there with me?
Sure, I'd love to.
For real?
Saturday night. Why don't you drop by my place around 7:30? And this time, I'm sure I won't cancel out.
Yeah, what? Is something wrong?
What could possibly be wrong?
I don't know, but the way you stomped upstairs, I kind of wondered.
Hey, everything's fine. Everything's terrific. In fact, I've got some tremendous news. Billy and Brittany are going out this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
And do you know what burns me up? Brittany doesn't even want to go out with him. She's just doing it to bug me.
Why would she do that?
Because that's the sort of person she is. Spiteful. She's going out with him because she thinks I still like him. Which is ridiculous, of course. I couldn't care less.
Then it's no big deal, right? They'll just go out and have a good time.
Unless, of course, something goes wrong.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing really. It's just... Well, I've just got a feeling that things may not work out so well for Billy and Brittany. And I'd really hate to see that.